Hello everyone, this is a 13 back again with another edition of What's on Deck, and we got lots to talk about. By the way, I've got reviews coming your way every day as much as I possibly can, so be on the lookout for that. I'll post some more today probably. Um, but let's get on. There's lots to talk about. Start off with what is new and ongoing on Kickstarter. First of all, we got Four Seasons Bicycle Four Seasons point cards for collectible point cards. It's 54% funded. 20 days to go. Let's get this one funded. They're nice decks. I like them. I think we should get those funded. Then we got Diamond playing cards. It says number 2 Summer Season by Diamond playing cards. It's 89% funded. 22 days to go. Pretty sure I mentioned this one last week. I'm not a huge fan. It's just made up of the whole back design, the pips, everything is made up of diamond shapes. And why it's number 2, I don't know, because I've never seen the first one. And how or why they're planning to make like a few different decks with the same idea, I'm not sure. I don't know how that's going to work out. Then you got green stamps playing cards from Wilbur Wonder from the Futurist Company, Futurist Co, whatever you want to call them. 78% funded 17 days ago. Another nice looking deck with a retro look. Manta playing cards from Roman Coty that is funded with 7 days to go. Then we got a new one here from John Daniel Taylor IV again. Legend Hell's Executioner playing cards. It's a adult playing card featuring characters from his comic book, and basically you see the back design there. The faces are going to be similar. I don't even feel like checking it out. I already know more or less what it's going to be like. And if you've seen my videos, you've probably seen some of his decks before, and you know more or less what it's going to look like. It's 47% funded, 19 days to go. It's just a matter of time because it's got a pitifully small goal. The only way he could fund a project like that is with a small goal. And I mean, I think it's pretty bad when somebody who creates comic books has to resort to sexuality and nudity and adult stuff to sell comic books. I mean, is the story that bad that you have to resort to sexy vixens to sell your comic books? And then produce decks based on that, which are horrible, as you can see. Then there's Implicit playing cards by Nathan Darmer. I mentioned it last week. It is funded, 21 days to go. I like it. Next, we got a new one. It's 3D playing cards Dinosaurs Edition. Some time ago, last year, I think it might have been, they did Sharks. Now doing Dinosaurs. This is by The Art Game. It is 33% funded, 24 days to go. Very nice looking. I didn't get the Sharks, and I sort of regretted it. So I'm getting this one. There's 3 different colors. There's a red, there's a blue, and there's a Kickstarter exclusive green. And check it out. Pretty cool, I think. Especially I think it's kind of cool with like dinosaurs. There we go. Basically dinosaur backs. And there's a Kickstarter exclusive green one. It's not bad. No idea who the printer is. Bicycle Sniper, pulling cards from Magic Trick Store. It is 59% funded, 5 days to go. Not looking too good at this rate, unfortunately. But I'm sure it'll get produced one way or the other. Whether they relaunch it with a smaller goal or they just print it and sell it on the website, it'll be available. And hope to do a review on them one day. Corvid Romantic playing cards by Megan Weber is 57% funded, 14 days to go. Not looking too good at this rate. I think the biggest problem is suits that people are not interested in, the custom suits, and then weird indexes to some extent. The Zago point cards by Abelina Art is 61% funded, 18 days to go. Let's get this one funded. It's a beautiful deck. Very colorful. At this rate, we're not going to see the blue one unless there's a second project just for the blue one, but the one deck is almost funded in this relaunch, and I hope we get to see it funded. Then there's In Living Inspired Playing Cards Volume 1 by Brian Naratasai. I'm not a fan of this one at all. It's 29% funded, 28 days to go. I don't think it's going to fund, but there's a possibility. Then there's a relaunch of Swords of Handseals Playing Cards by Anthony Chanute. It's 24% funded, 28 days to go again. Whether or not it happens, I'm not sure. I actually want to see how his last project did. This is basically a relaunch, except the original project had a red back. This one just has a, well, creamy colored back, whatever you want to call that. Nice, simplified, standard core cards. I like that. The back design isn't that bad. It's half decent in that color scheme. The box, however, is kind of boring and dull, in my opinion. And the spade pip also, the ace of spades could be a little bit fancier or bigger or something. It seems really simple and small. To be produced through the USB-C. I mean, there's the ace of spades. It just seems really insignificant. The spade pip should be big and bold and majestic. But I do like the modified, simplified court cards. And I don't know why they're. I see they got special rewards, which is some fluorescein, and for some reason they're showing a video that features um, I forget what deck that is. Oh my god, I can't remember what deck that is. Is that Oracles? I don't even remember. But it's showing a completely different deck, and it's linking to a project on artofmagic.com for some reason. Yes, let's promote something else. Apparently there's two other color schemes. This is the original one, the red, although it featured the same tuck case, and then the blue one, which I haven't seen before, possible future family pencils playing cards, but I don't know if it's gonna fund or not. Right now it's really slow. I wanted to see this though. From France. France. I didn't know there was a place called France in France. Last time he got 4,500 euros out of a 12,000 euro goal. Now somehow he's reduced the goal to 5,000 euros, and he's only gotten 1,200 euros so far. Even if he gets 4,500 euros, that's not enough. If he gets all those backers that he had before, it's still not enough. Barely. I just want to see this one again. This one, the original one, had a $9 goal, or the same court cards, which, like I said, I liked. It's $9 for one, €9 for one deck, 18 euros for two, and this one is €8 for one, 16 euros for two. That's another issue. Is well, actually, I mean, it's not a big issue, but I see it's improved it. But when you go up in quantities, it should reduce, and when you buy two, it's the same price as one. But yeah, when you buy three or more, it costs you a little bit less. The Take still is just kind of boring. Moving along, the premium 5 color combo tokens and point cards by Trent Ellingson, 25% for the 9 days to go. I don't see it happening. It has a horrible name, like that's the name, 5 color combo. You're making playing cards based on tokens. I mean, I don't understand that whole concept. Pride playing cards by Andrew Revington, aka 421 Creations, is 7% funded, 19 days ago. It's not going to happen. It's just barely getting anywhere. Wild West playing cards by Dustin Freud, 40% funded, 8 days ago. Not looking too likely, unfortunately. Hopefully, there'll be a relaunch. The number of symbol plain and oracle cards from Kenneth P. Langer, 2% funded. 19 days ago, not going to happen. They're just but ugly in my opinion. No offense. Fed and UZ, limited some point cards by my Greekdom. 6% funded, 36 days to go. They also have this other one, Alpha Kappa Psi point cards. It's 4% funded, 36 days to go. I don't see either one happening. They just got a very limited appeal. I wouldn't even recommend backing it because they're only charging you $1 for international shipping, and that is a red flag because they're not gonna have enough money to pay for the cost of the deck and shipping for most places. They're gonna be in debt before they even ship the deck to you. And again, it's just a very limited appeal. The only people who would be interested is the people who have maybe gone to the fraternity or that sorority or know someone who's gone there. People in China could care less, for instance. I could care less. Stripey deck, Pastel Edition by Baptiste Bloom is funded 25 days ago. I like it. Pretty cool, colorful deck. Nice custom faces. And then we move on to this one. Celine playing cards to be printed by Legends by Dylan. Mastrominico. It's 14% funded, 25 days to go. It says it's casino deck or casino inspired deck. Actually, it says it's casino deck inspired by the moon phases. Except casino decks don't look like that. And I'm pretty sure I've seen this. I've seen this idea before, I think. Same type of back design, perhaps. Maybe it has a different name. Maybe it was a different creator. It was a similar idea. Or maybe I saw it on Instagram before. I don't know. I know this is not my first time seeing it. The Ace of Spades is got some kind of a creepy moon face in it, which really does not appeal at all. And it's kind of a little bit boring as well. And then the back design is it's moon phases on the back design. It's a nice blue color. But I mean, you might as well just paint a stripe down the middle if you're going to do that, because it's just, I don't know, it's just not very appealing. We put it by Legends. The Jokers feature the moon, how appropriate, and the court cards are completely standard. Why are there so many cardist-inspired or cardist-themed decks on Kickstarter right now? I don't know. But it's actually kind of good because it seems like they're dividing backers between each other, and they're all doomed to fail. So I don't care. That's kind of interesting to me. Hanami Hanafuda by Indian Bowl Studios is funded. 58 hours to go. Make sure you get in on it before it ends. Intaglio Point Cards by Jackson Robinson is funded. 19 days to go. It really seems to have slowed down funding-wise. Like I would expect him to be at like $100,000 by now. But he's really just gone to a crawl funding-wise, and he's not going to get too much more, I don't think. A bit more, but not that much more. Tropical Sunrise Point Cards by Luis Placencia. 7% funded, 20 days to go. I mean, the back design is okay. It's not earth-shattering or anything like that. The faces are obviously going to be completely standard and generic, considering it hasn't shown us any pictures of them. And I don't know. It's a simple deck. It looks like something you could get on that you can make yourself. You can just copy and paste that and make it yourself. Barata Point Guards by Sinise Chava. Beautiful decks. Funded. 67 hours to go. Make sure you check this one out before it ends. I highly recommend checking it out. He's a good creator. The decks printed in China, but it's a good printer. They're beautiful. They're colorful. Definitely check it out. Foliage Point Guards by Ace of Clubs, Magic and Cards. 21% funded. 7 days to go again. This one is struggling to appeal to pretty much anyone. Its biggest appeal might be magicians, possibly collectors, but collectors, a lot of them like completely custom decks. This one is not. It's not going to appeal to chartists too much because it's not flashy or anything like that. So it's struggling, and I don't think it's going to fund. Zeus playing cards by DPT, 27% funded, 29 days to go, lots of time left. Don't know if it's going to happen again. It's a really simple bat design. I don't understand how it took 3 people a year and a half to come up with a design based on some other design that they saw. They basically just took an idea. They got something, I forgot what it was. It had a lightning bolt on it. They flipped it around. Oh, that looks fancy. That'll look good on playing cards. Let's put a lightning bolt on the back design. How creative. and and then they customized the pips and the indexes, but not the rest of the cards for some reason. And not a big fan of the font for the lettering, especially for the Q's. Next up, Culminus Volume 3 playing cards by Nikolai Ero. I hope that's how I pronounce his name. It's funded, well funded, 3 days to go. Genie playing cards by Zach Mirza is 63% funded, 19 days to go. Still a fair amount of time in that one. I do like this one. It's a nice back design, nice court cards, Arabian legend theme. It's definitely a unique theme. I do recommend checking it out. Curious Keyholes by Mark Allender, 3% funded, 18 days to go. I'm not too surprised. It's a pretty minimalist deck. I mean, I appreciate the idea, the thought, but it's not something that appeals to a whole lot of people, obviously, and that was pretty obvious from his first attempt that he had on Kickstarter, and he barely got any funding. Next up, we got Riders of the Apocalypse. The Riders of the Apocalypse by Ace Collectible Cards. It's 69% funded, 29 days, so just a matter of time. I will be reviewing it if it funds. Special thanks to Ace Collectible Cards for sending me decks to review. It's a very interesting theme on knights, obviously, as you can see. Nice faces. They have two different decks, I believe, as well. They got dark faces. They got. I'm confused a little bit. 1800 decks for the one deck. Special limited edition deck, only 800 decks. Both printed by Noir Arts. We don't know what the back design looks like yet because he's going to show that later on, which is it's kind of an interesting idea. I would prefer to see the back design from the get-go personally, but it is what it is. I like the pips. The code cards are pretty interesting. There's diamonds. I do think that the spades and the clubs seem a bit dark for me. And I'm not sure if these dark spots on the faces do a whole lot for me either. Then this one, the clubs have blue colors, very nice and vivid. But black pips, as you can see. And there's the diamonds, hearts. And this one, the spades have green lettering and colors. So that's kind of interesting. And the hearts have a light blue color, as you can see. And the diamonds have a orangey color. They each kind of have, the one deck has different colors per suit, it seems. And then there's, it's the limited edition one. It's got white faces. So it's pretty interesting. Also, you can add on the Four Seasons and Horror decks if you missed out on those. You can see a review of the Four Seasons on my channel. The Horror coming soon. So that's that. And I'll show you the back design once it becomes available. Zombie playing cards. Zombie deck by Udo S. Theft is 9% funded. 20 days to go. Don't think it's going to happen. The back design could be better. The art, you know, I will say they did, you know, a good job. They put some effort into it at the very least. They designed some interesting artwork. I don't know if it works out the best, but it is what it is. Then there is, oh my god, somebody's trying to make a Pokemon store in the UK. They're looking for who knows how many thousands of dollars. Those never do well. Next, there's a Heroes of the Nations luxury case by Timothy Creamer. It is well funded. 6 Days Tool had a very low goal. Basically, it's a special limited edition, gilded with a very special tuck case. I'm always a little bit concerned about projects like this where a creator has, funded a project and then they decide to launch a second project for the same deck, basically, except that this one has gilding on it. And the other one, here it is, Heroes of the Nations, has well, he did get the order a couple of days ago, so that's fine. He got the order, he's shipping that, but still, I mean, why wouldn't you just do this during the original project? I'm always skeptical of creators who launch more than one project for the same deck, like, oh, I don't know, Sane Tyree, for instance, and can't think of anyone else, but I mean, he launched, oh, well, there's Eric Mana as well, Eric Mana. Both of those launched two projects for essentially the same thing, if not the same thing, and they had lots of issues, which I'll get into some other time. Then there's marijuana trading cards, playing cards. I don't know. It's 0% funded, 25 days ago. It's not going to happen. It's been long established that marijuana themed decks on Kickstarter do not do well, and this looks absolutely horrible. Let's have a look. The back design says marijuana trading cards on it. It's horrible. And the faces, they got indexes. They're even different. Like this, they're different from one corner to the other, the indexes. And they got all sorts of information. And it's like, why would you need information on how to grow marijuana? Isn't that kind of illegal? I mean, that's just a stupid. Oh, $40,000 goal? Are you freaking kidding me? And it's a way to collect all your favorite strains. You actually have to buy them individually. So it's all about collecting, but you can actually buy a full deck of cards. How is that collecting or trading if you just buy the whole deck? I mean, that's not trading cards. That's playing cards. Oh wait, there's actually two different decks. 112 different cards, so you'd actually have to spend $25 to get two different decks. They only ship in the United States, probably for legal reasons. It's a horrible idea. They're barely showing us anything. I'm not liking what I'm seeing so far. Oh wait, here it says the first set of 113 cards, but here it says 112 cards. Which is it? Pass? Avoid it? Safe stack by Azus, 1% funded, Sentinels to go, not gonna happen. I mentioned that one before. Desert Dragons, another sweet creature by Jessica Feinberg. Funded, well funded, 11 days to go. And I think that's it. I mentioned all these other ones. There's lots of other stuff we'll get into right away though. As we head off to the United Tourists of America. Yes, we rename that. Let me get this. I'm not sure if I mentioned these ones. Just bear with me a second here. Yeah, a lot to look at, a lot to talk about yet, as you can see. We'll start with that. First of all, new Joker in the Thief deck coming soon. Pretty interesting looking. There's no name yet, I guess. Looks like there's metallic or foil on the card faces. 100% sure. Hopefully it's not foil because that would make it excessively expensive for production and selling the decks. And I don't think it would do well, especially when you look at the back design, which is a little bit bizarre. It's mirror image, that's for sure. I think. Actually, it might barely not be mirror image because there's this little unfinished circle in the center. So that's coming soon, I'm sure. Mako playing cards, Mako, however you pronounce it, available from Gemini Decks. I probably mentioned it, came out a couple of weeks ago, a week and a half ago. Um, Coming soon, I'll review it soon. Pretty simple deck, standard faces, pretty nice looking though. Then there is Hype Playing Cards. This is Hype Playing Cards. Actually, that's not even the name. Hype Playing Cards is the website. But this is the back design. It's basically a combination of about 4 different back designs. You get the Stripes deck, you got Verts, you got last year's Cardistry Con deck, I believe it was, and Fontaines. At the very least, 4 different back designs in there, possibly more. It's a one-way back design. It's horrible in my opinion. I mean, is this the kind of bullshit Cardistry decks is resorting to now? They're running out of ideas, so we'll just combine all their decks and make a new one? That's freaking ridiculous and stupid and it's a lame attempt at a lame way of trying to cash in on different cardistry decks. And it's called the My Turn Mixtape Volume 1. It's $15. Ridiculous. At least shipping is not overly expensive. Speaking of which, then there's checkerboard playing cards. I don't remember if I mentioned it before. They're $60 Singaporean on Card Verlucin. The checkerboard cards by anyone worldwide. Okay, they don't. Nobody even wants to put the name on there. Limited to 4 per person. While quantities remain, and it doesn't want to sell me the cards. There it is. It's a horrible one-way back design of checkerboard with 1 red square. Are you kidding me? This is like beyond simple, uncreative, 0 effort, and then they put a 1 red dot to make it a one-way design. It's completely unnecessary. I don't see how this would look good in Pageant Flourishing, but who knows. It's horrible. I have to pay that much money for this? Hell no. Hell to the no. Next up, Plexus cards. I came across this on Spiel Carton Shop. I'm sure it'll be available at other card magic shops eventually. It's got an interesting color scheme, obviously again. Cardist theme, lots of Cardist theme decks lately. It's not bad. I hope to pick it up and review it for you. That's the only picture we got, basically, that I know of. There it is. And then there is T-Sword playing cards. These are available at collectibleplayingcards.com and other fine retailers. It's from TCC Playing Cards. It's very similar to the Fontaines, as you can see, except instead of an F, it's a T. Get the F out. And it's basically a T that looks like a sword, as you can possibly tell. There's a black one and a white one. The white one's kind of horrible, in my opinion. I mean, at least put a border on that thing. Give it something. But, on the bright side, they are cheap. And apparently they sell very well. Apparently they sold like 20,000 of these originally. And there they are. They're $5.95 US each. And you can save 10% with the code VJose32. Also, I should point out that Bicycle Natural Disasters Blizzard deck is now available at collectibleplayingcards.com. That's the last one in that series. I also got the Dystopia Prison decks, the Titan Robbers Baron, Innovation Blue, etc., etc. Lots of beautiful decks. Lots of beautiful decks, and then you get the T-Sword, or Sword T, T-Sword, whatever they're called. Next up, we got Red Dragon playing cards. Also came across this one on Spiel Carton Shop. It's from some kind of a YouTuber cardist named Red Dragon. Never heard of him. Apparently he's supposed to be popular. No idea. I don't follow a lot of cardists. It's There's your back design. You can sort of see it. It's interesting. It's not too bad. Fairly standard or standard faces. I should point out that other one, the Plexus, it says it has custom faces. From what I can tell, they're just modified faces. But yeah, you get that one. Then there's the Cardistry-Con decks from Art of Play. They came out Friday. They sold out. They did not sell all of them though because they're saving a whole bunch for Cardistry-Con. So if you go to Cardistry-Con, you can pick them up. If you don't, they're going to cost you like $50, no doubt, on resellers in no time. It's pretty colorful. Cryptofluorescent and Cardistry. I do like decks that are flashy like that to some extent. Next is this one. Ay, ay, ay. Eye-catcher playing cards. That's all I can say is ay, ay, ay. I think actually this is something that somebody posted some time ago. Actually, it looks like something I've seen on Instagram a long time ago, quite some time ago. Apparently, they were released a few weeks ago. They're available at eyecatcher.com. 15 euros each plus shipping. And I mean, the back design is kind of eh. And then you look at the faces, and it's like eh. That's all I could say basically. And they want to sell you a signed deck for 30 euros. Why would I want a signed deck by you? I don't even know who you are, and I don't see any value in that. If you're David Blaine, that's one thing. If you're nobody, there's no value in paying $30 for a signed deck of cards. The back design, like I said, is it's okay, sort of. You get to the faces, come on, faces. Why is it so Okay, you can sort of see a face there. Of course, the one I want to see, won't say. There you go. The faces, the code cards are not a fan. And even worse for the faces is the indexes. Why in the hell would you separate the value and the suit and put them in separate corners? That makes them completely useless, in my opinion. And it is for that sole reason, well, there's various reasons, I'm not picking this one up. Not only is it a bit pricey, the court cards are very minimalist, and not a huge fan of the back design. And the indexes make it, like I said, completely unusable. Like, I like to play solitaire with my cards, maybe do some magic with them, and I just don't see how it's usable like that. It's just a stupid idea, and I wish people wouldn't do that. This is bullshit. I agree. And what is it? I'll show you. What is it? It's Carrot Fontaines. Yes, a new Fontaine deck which you can only get at Round 2 Hollywood in store. That means you can't even buy them online, from what I know. From what I've seen, you can't buy them online. You have to buy them there, which makes them even more difficult to obtain. How is it Zach Mueller is making his decks even more harder to obtain with each and every release? It's ridiculous. The back design is modified. It's not just a standard Fontaine back. He's actually added in little carrots throughout. It's hard to tell from this distance, but there's little carrots within the back design. Oh, good. So he actually modified the back design now while keeping it the same. Let's see if I can find anything on the website and how much money it is. Currently in cart, I didn't put any C's in the cart. And nothing. There's nothing on their website. So basically, if you want to buy this, you got to go to their store, their physical store, wherever the hell it is. I don't even know where it is. It's on Hollywood, obviously. And that limits it to a very small amount of people. And or you can pay about $300 on eBay. Duh. Mm-hmm. Let me just see if I can think of anything else very quickly that I need to mention or should mention. Um, Bear with me. Just bear with me. I apologize. I can't see, anything else that. Oh, there is one more. Um, but I probably mentioned it last week. The new deck from Tier 11 is Jimmy Fallon deck, which is a typical Tier 11 deck, basically. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it last week. And something new is coming soon from Elite Playing Cards, but no idea what exactly yet. I'm just gonna check my Facebook very quickly. So that is basically that, though. Of course, David Blaine has been selling these new Tour Edition decks during this tour. Apparently, they come in black and red. Hopefully, I get my hands on them sooner than later. He also has a very limited edition deck, which costs you a lot of money for a set, like 50 bucks. Hmm. Yeah, that's basically it, I do believe, that I have to mention. Um, Anyways, that is that. I apologize for silence. Um, what's this? Oh, this is from last year. $300 for a deck on the website. Oh yeah, that's like $300 Brazilian or whatever. um, Again, kind of a deck, as you can see. Cheap shipping options. EnigmaCards.com. But the back design is and the faces are Not a huge fan of them. Wow, it's $700 for checkerboard playing cards, $1,000 for carrot fontaines. And there's that pipe playing cards. Um, so yeah, that's all I got. I'll see you next time with more. I apologize for this being so long. Let's see if I can stop this now. Come on.